Atlantis, which is going to be a complete solution service provider. Cypress, which is one of the leaders in cyber range technology. Talent Sprint, which has enormous experience in training. This competency center is so important because part of the Honorable Prime Minister's vision, Digital India and Making India, we need more and more cyber professionals to defend attacks against our country. We need cyber security simulator, which is exactly like flight simulator, for flying, all kind of flying training. And today, the scenario is that we are more focused and emphasizing on theoretical classes, and that is not going to really help us in defending these attacks. The attacks are becoming more and more advanced, unknown, hence we need to think like attackers. And there are 4 major components part of this whole CDCC. The first one, the knowledge base, which is going to be a more continuous, updated recent attacks, the advanced attacks, the forensics techniques, how an attacker thinks, how an hacker thinks when he hacks a system. And this is going to be updated on daily basis, on weekly basis, because cybersecurity is very dynamic. It doesn't end today. The security challenges primarily is for every individual who is handling a device under a network has to check his skill sets. So he can come to the simulator and he can check his skill set through various real world security challenge, which is part of our CDCC. The most important is that the networks today, which are upgrading itself by a lot of technology. Just to give you a small stats, today on average, any sort of big company, whether it is in banking, pharmaceutical, they spend at least a couple of $1 million in network security upgrades. But still, in spite of those best technologies, we are under threat and attacks. Most of the banks are getting breached because the people who are managing those networks do not have any clue about the network, and they all are working in silos. So the next thing to our simulators, we have a component called modeling and simulation, and through this component you can exactly make a replica of your network, make a staging lab, attack your own network through various advanced attacks, and then check the exact resiliency of your network. So that's the real thing in this modeling and simulation component part, CDCC. Last but not the least, we saw in the video, the cybersecurity is a team sport, and today, as a part of our expertise, most of the security engineers and the managers who are managing these networks, they all work in silos, and they have to fight this war as a team. Hence, we have various real-time dynamic exercises. For law enforcement, we have forensics. For defense, we have certain customized exercises based on our experience. Then for the banking, we have more banking-driven exercises. So we have very customized driven dynamic exercises where team can, basically act like an attacker, and then you can defend. So, and then they swap their roles. So primarily they get the, what we say is that, you really have to be a best defender, you need to think like an attacker. So we have real case studies, real exercise where, 2 teams, they come and sort of do this cyber warfare. A part of our CDCC, we would like to launch, then we would like to really make an action plan, and I'm really honored to sort of announce 3 programs here. The foremost, very important for the senior management and the decision makers who have to really know cybersecurity, as now it is very important for people at the top to understand that cybersecurity is really critical for their organization. So we are going to launch this program in Hyderabad at our CDC Center, IIIT, on November 6th. Then we have first responder program for the incident response for managers who are managing their data centers for any organization, and that would be in the month of December. And for the foot soldiers who deal with this kind of situation almost on every day, we are launching this program again in 3rd week of November. And that will be our fundamental 1 program, which is at the beginner level. How the CDCC will look like, I just want to give you a snapshot. You can see a red color which represents an attacking team, and the blue color which is a defending team. So when we do our cyber warfare exercise in any situation, any organization, they have their own traffic pattern, and we try to sort of simulate, in fact I should use emulate, which is more real world, the traffic for their organization, and make 2 teams in those respective roles, and then swap them and see that how they really sort of stand in terms of their skill set. And this is a continuous process, and which is why we emphasize more today on education, because we have enough of technologies, we have enough of vendors who have the best technologies, but people really have to gear up to make sure that they leverage that technology, up to the mark. I conclude this session, and I will thank everyone for being here. Thank you so much.